Hamza Yassin, 32, was admittedly the underdog of the 2022 series of Strictly, being far less well known than his celebrity competitors like Kim Marsh and Tony Adams. However, before he captured the nation's hearts on the dance floor, Hamza battled dyslexia, racism and even homelessness, proving it's a turbulent road to the top. Hamza's smiling personality and humble appreciation for critiques have been noted even by the Strictly judges, and this approach to obstacles and criticism has been hard-earned. Away from the Strictly ballroom, Hamza is an avid wildlife photographer and cameraman, and the host of CBB's Let's Go for a Walk, as Ranger Hamza. The wildlife enthusiast left Sudan when he was 8 years old as his parents were invited to live and work as medics in Northampton. Hamza's fascination with wildlife was sparked through documentaries by the iconic Sir David Attenborough and Steve Irwin, and he became determined to either be exactly like them or their cameraman. He went on to study zoology at Bangor University and then earned a master's in biological photography and imaging at the University of Nottingham. When he turned 21, he decided to go live in the Ardnamurchan Peninsula, an incredibly remote area in Scotland, to pursue his dreams of being a wildlife photographer. With no job and no housing, Hamza's parents believed it would be a short stay, but they couldn't have been more wrong, as the presenter has now been there for over a decade. To make it work, when he first arrived, Hamza lived in his car for a year and used a nearby community center to wash his clothes. Eventually, the budding photographer earned enough to stay in holiday homes until he could afford his own place. Despite the rough living conditions, Hamza said the locals were incredibly welcoming and happily kept him informed of any recent animal or bird sightings. It wasn't just his unrivaled enthusiasm for his work that made Hamza stick out from the crowd in the rural peninsula though. He said in a 2020 interview, "I'm the only black person on the whole peninsula and most of the west coast. Even people on neighboring islands know who I am." Don't miss, Hamza admitted he had experienced racism his whole life, tweeting in 2020, "As a young black man, I have been through my fair share of racism throughout my life, and have overcome it. But things have to change, we have to educate each other." Alongside these daily struggles, the Strictly superstar is also severely dyslexic, which he claims has served him well on the show. The Sun reported Hamza shared, "I think my dyslexia helps because Jovita will show me a video of what I'm doing wrong and what it needs to look like. I'm severely dyslexic to the extent that I have to get stuff on a voice note to me. I think in 3D, so I know spatially where everything is. For sure, it's my superpower." While his dyslexia became a surprising advantage, Hamza voiced his concerns to the judges earlier this month that he was too big to jive, a thought which his partner Jovita Gistal, 28, quickly shut down, saying, "You're meant to jive." The grueling training schedule is putting the photographer through his paces, and he has reportedly been losing 2 pounds a week since starting the competition. Hamza has become a fan favorite on Strictly, topping the leaderboard 3 times and receiving near-perfect scores with his partner Jovita. Strictly Comes Dancing continues on Saturday at 6:50 on BBC One.